Hey guys, Michael back here. It is a beautiful Saturday morning here in southern Arkansas. At least right now it is. Oh, it's blown out. There we go. Um, it We got rain setting off just to our west. I didn't think I was gonna be able to get anything done today, but got a little bit of time this morning, so I'm gonna get out here and get a few projects done. I don't have a whole lot gardening wise going on right now. This is the last weekend of January. But I do have a few projects going on. You see back here, over my shoulder, wherever they're at, there they are. That's my grow lights. I moved them from my grow room up at the garage, and I'll be moving those. I'll be moving those up to the house just to get ready for seed starting. Go ahead and get that done. I've got all my seed starting trays over here, and I'll show you those here in a minute that I've just sort of got sitting out right now. I'm actually going to go ahead and load them up with some dirt and with some seed starting mix, excuse me, not dirt, but seed starting mix in those so that they're all ready to go. And then, like I said, just want to get those lights brought back up to the house so I can get ready for seed starting. It won't be long, at least that's my hope anyway. And you'll... if you're watching my story time, I'm sort of evolving on a story there that you'll see why I'm working on some of these things. But just getting things ready around here, getting things cleaned up, and then we're just gonna see what happens today. I just got let me see here. Just got all the old electric fence, poly line pulled up, poly rope pulled up. I had it sitting out there. I did that last weekend. That video is coming out, but you should have already seen that video. Talked about this is the Gallagher fence line that I use, electric fence line. So I don't really have a whole lot left out here that the deer didn't get, so I don't know how well it's working, but at least the charger's working. So anyway, I'm gonna get to work out here and get some stuff cleaned up, and then I'll be back here in a bit whenever I start moving these lights. Be right back. All right, guys, I'm getting ready to move my lights now. And I thought I would just show these. I've showed them before. But these lights, they're what I buy, what you can buy at Atwoods or Tractor Supply. I bought some of these at Walmart. They're just a LED shop light is all they are. I don't know if you can see that in there. It's a little bit dark here in the barn right now. It's raining. But there's nothing special. I see so many comments on Row by Row and other groups where, what kind of light should I get? Should I get this light? Should I get that light? Lumens and temperature and all that kind of stuff. Just go get you a LED shop light. I've not had trouble. They've worked really well for me. You know, you want to get a really bright one. You don't want to get some little light, some little light that's not putting off a lot of light. But these lights have been fine for me, and I've had great luck with them. Great success. So what I've got right now is I've got 4 lights. I might get one more this year. We'll see how everything goes. But these are my lights. And all I have with my lights, and you know, I've got a multi-plug here that they plug into, and then I have a timer that they run off of. And that makes sure they get about 12 hours of light a day because they're up there in that room. My seed starting room, if you've not seen some of my other videos last year, I've got a room up in my garage. It's where my hot water heater is. It stays around this time of year. It stays a pretty consistent 62, 63 degrees. At night, it might drop down a little bit below 60, but not much, even on a cold night. So I really like that room up there. It doesn't get too cold. It's been a really good area for me to do seed starting in the late winter, early spring. Now, when things start to warm up, what I do is I bring the plants out here. When the freeze is over, I bring them out here and set my lights back up out here in the barn so they get a little bit of morning light. This is the east back here, and so they get the east morning light, and then these lights come on to supplement. And that sort of hardens them off. It gets them used to being outside, air temperature and all that kind of stuff. And then any seed starting that I do throughout the summer into the fall happens right here in the barn. But until the temperature gets right, I'm up there. Now, also up there at the barn I don't have it out here with me, but I have a heat mat that I'll use for like peppers and maybe even my tomatoes a little bit if it gets cold, if they need a little help to get them started. And so that's what I do. Now, what I'm gonna do is I gotta untie all this stuff. It's a mess right now, but I'm gonna take these lights, take them off, and then take them up there to the room, and I'll show you once I get them set up. Be right back. All right, so I want to hop back on here real quick. I just got the first one off, and I remembered something. When you're taking these things down, especially if you're moving them, some of you do not have to move them like I do, or move them like I do. Take your chains off. I've got my chain sitting right here. The hanging chains and the hooks, all that stuff will flop off. I really should put some zip ties or something like that on to hold them, but take them things off or else you're going to lose them out in the yard like I have done. So, be right back. Hey, you guys. Well, I'm back in here, and got my lights hooked up, as you can see, and got everything sort of set up here, ready to go. This is my seed starting mat. It's just something I bought off of Amazon. And I think it's about my 3rd year to have it, and it still seems to, it's warming up, so that's good. This is a thermostat that I bought, again, off of Amazon. It's a iPower. I don't know, it works well. Just set your temperature on it, and it monitors everything. This heat mat, the first year I used it, I set it in a box, and it got way overheated, got too hot. So I have that thermostat now to sort of watch things. Once I have something in here, let me show you. It's got a little temperature probe. I'll stick that in there around the my trays. And so what I've got here is I've got this light and then this one down here. And these are, let me show you. I've still got the box on these. These are just the Walmart brand Hyper Tough. You see that they're a 5,000 lumen, 4-foot LED shop light. And these things really seem to do well. I really like these lights. They were not my favorite, but now they are. So I'll show you why here in just a minute. But look, I don't know if you can even see that, but no, you can't. It's too bright, but it's fine. It's where you want it, too bright. But it's got 2 rows of LEDs in there, as you can see in the picture. Let me see. There we go. See in the picture in there, and so those work really well. Now down here on the bottom, these were my favorite. I got these at Atwood's. I don't know what the brand name was. They're a little bit smaller, but you can daisy chain them together. You can plug them up, and so you need less plugs on your outlet over here. And so I really like these, but I plugged them up. I don't know if you can see it. You can't. But both of them have, on either end, lights going out. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. I may try to buy some more. I really wasn't planning on buying some more right now, but we'll see what I might go buy. May just go buy one more of these really wide Hyper Toughs because they're a little bit wider than these from Atwood's anyway. So I might do that and see how that works. But that is my seed starting setup. My lights, my mat up here, and that's what I do. So what I'll do up here on my mat, just talk about that briefly, is I will, here on the mat directly, I'll have my peppers. And then off to the side here, you see I've got a towel here. I have more towels. Off to the side here, I have my tomatoes. And then I'll cover the tomatoes and the peppers to get them germinated. And the heat mat will give enough heat off to sort of get the tomatoes going. They don't need quite as, from what I found, they don't need quite as much heat as the peppers do. And so I'll do that, and that's what I do. So anyway, I'm going to close this video out. I appreciate you watching. Leave me a comment if you stop by. I might go work on a few more projects, but it is raining, so we'll see what happens. But it's definitely in the garage or in the barn kind of project day. So appreciate you guys watching. Leave me a comment if you stop by, and I will catch you on the next video. Goodbye.